and my friend, the man, the Reverend Darrell Scott, who served as the CEO for the National Diversity Coalition for Trump. All right, Pastor, maybe you need, prayer, fasting. What do you make of this freak out that's going on?
Man, listen, the hypocrisy of the left is on full display for all Americans to see. If you think about it, all of the violence, all of the deceit, the treachery, the underhandedness, the dirty tricks, their dirty tricks put Nixon to shame. It's all come from the left. I mean, Cher, I think maybe we can put our money together and get Cher on one of those trips to the moon from one of those private companies. Send her to the moon. Miley, she needs to go somewhere, be with get a wrecking ball or whatever. But you know what? I think the protesters are protesting against the wrong person. They need to protest against the Democratic Party and the Hillary Clinton campaign on how they colluded together and stole the election, the nomination from Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders might have stood a better chance against Donald Trump than Hillary did, but they conspired against him, stole the election, put their candidate up. She got destroyed by Trump, and now they're upset. And it's nothing they can do but whine and tear up something. We see where all the violence is from. We see where all of this is coming from. They can't hide it anymore. They can't blame Trump. Trump ran a clean campaign. They can't blame Trump for this one.
One of the things I think got underreported, Larry, was his New Deal for Black America, for African Americans. If he goes into cities like Chicago and he takes on the violence, he changes the educational system, he creates... If he's able to incentivize corporations to bring back trillions and corporations lowering their tax rates, bringing them back to America, hopefully they'll set up shop in Detroit, in Wisconsin, near where Pastor Scott lives, and in Pennsylvania. This could be a real opportunity to transform things in a very positive way.
Absolutely. And if I were one of these anti-Trump protesters, Sean, I think I'd have to ask myself a few questions. How is it that Donald Trump managed to double the percentage of the black vote compared to John McCain and Mitt Romney? How is it that he got a higher percentage of the Hispanic vote than did Mitt Romney? And if he's anti-gay, how is it that before he became president, he was severely criticizing the Clinton contributions, the Clinton Foundation contributions that they got from countries like Saudi Arabia, where homosexuality is a crime, if not punishable by death? If he's anti-Semitic, how is it that he's embraced Ivanka's husband, who is Jewish? She's converted to Judaism. He's got another son who's married to a Jew. He's got a lot of executives who are Jewish in his organization. And when he gave his acceptance speech, Sean, one of the first things he said is, I'm going to address the plight of the inner city. How is it that this man is considered to be such a bigot? If that's bigotry, he needs to go back to racism school.
Yeah, Reverend, what's your word to people that maybe didn't support Donald Trump? That I don't think there's any one economic measure you can look at that says, oh, things have gotten better in the last 8 years. What is your message to people that may be in that freak out mode because maybe they believe the lies and propaganda of a very biased media?
They need to relax, take a deep breath, and chill out and get ready for quite possibly the best 8 years America has enjoyed in a very long time. I'm really believing Donald Trump is going to usher in a golden age here in America of peace and prosperity. I'm not making him out to be a messianic figure. I'm simply saying that if his policies are enacted, he's going to revitalize that inner city. He's going to stimulate economic growth. Our borders will be secure. There will be this spirit of fear, this attitude of fear that the Democratic Party has imposed upon America. He's going to soothe those fears, so to speak. And we're going to look up and be glad that this man became president.
Right.
When he said you have nothing to lose, what he was simply saying was, give me a chance. If they give Donald Trump a chance, if we give Donald Trump a chance, we're going to be glad about the decision that we made. I can tell you that much.
All right. Larry, last word.
Well, Sean, if Obama had done nothing, we would have had a 3% GDP. We've had a 2%, and the difference between 2% and 3% is 1 million jobs times the number of the years of the recovery. So all Trump has to do is reverse many of the stuff that Obama has done, such as Obamacare, such as these ridiculous regulations that he's put on the backs of the American people. Allow choice in inner city schools, and this economy will boom. Lower the corporate tax rate, this economy is going to take off.
All right, guys, I think You both were very strong supporters for Donald Trump.
We were.
And I think you helped them a lot in this election. Thank you both. And then coming up today, President-elect Donald